Do you think Yoruba culture is stronger in Lagos than the culture in Bauchi?
No,
Than Hausa culture in Bauchi?
no, Abba. You know why? The reason is, irrespective of we saying Lagos remains a Yoruba state
Yeah.
or Yoruba land, we cannot take out the fact that it encompasses different ethnic groups, different tribes. In fact, if it is left to me that I should put it on a ratio or on a percentage scale, the three major tribes you have in Nigeria, Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, I'll say in Lagos today, I'll do it 40, 30, 30. 40 for the Yorubas, 30 for Hausas, 30 for Igbos, because that is logically how the state has been. So, in fact, we have some local governments in Lagos that their vice chairman of the local government are
Are
Igbos,
non-Lagosians.
are non-Lagosians, are non-Yoruba
Yoruba
speaking,
speaking.
not even Lagosians, this because
Yeah.
we have Yoruba people from Oshun, from Ibadan that was born and raised in Lagos and they claim they are Lagosians.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about non-Yoruba speakers. Like my local government between 2011 and
What
2015,
local government is that?
Ajuromi Felodun local government between 2011 2015 or 2015 2019, yeah, 2015 2019, the federal House of Rep member representing my federal constituency is an Igbo woman, Honorable Rita Oji something something. Yeah, she's Igbo. So, but you cannot, who born you in Bauchi? Even let me tell you how things get crazy here in Bauchi. A a Kano man born and raised in Bauchi, a Kano man born and raised in Bauchi cannot dominate Bauchi over the indigenes of the state. So, in nutshell, the cultural heritage of Bauchi, you can't compare it with that of Lagos. So,
That's
yeah,
I would want to agree with you on that, but I hope the audience will agree with
yeah,
you as well.
it's my personal opinion, like I've said earlier.
If Lagos and Bauchi were to compete for federal resources, who do you think deserves more?
even even the blind, the deaf can allude to the point that Lagos is getting this. Is it in terms of population? Is it in terms of IGR? Is it in terms of VAT contribution to the? You can't just compare. You can. It's like it's a two different thing. Like heaven and earth. The distance.
Wow, I feel
Yeah.
like Lagos deserves. Lagos is actually going to get whatever federal resources they are trying to
if
compete with
if
Bauchi
if
because
if
Bauchi is
let me tell
nowhere
you the
near.
honest truth, if they are to share it with, based on their contribution, based on population, based
GDP.
on everything, I think the percentage will be 90-10, 90 to Lagos and 10 to Bauchi. Yeah.
That's true. I
Yeah.
agree with that. I agree
Yeah.
with you on that. So next is if Lagosians move to Bauchi in large numbers,
Hmm.
do you think they will be accepted the same way Hausas are in Lagos?
Yeah, I think Bauchi too, they are accommodating. We have vast number of Yorubas here.
Let's say in the year 2026,
Okay.
next year, about 2 million Westerners
Mm-hmm.
decide to come to Bauchi.
Mm-hmm.
Is it something they will accept the way they've always been accepting other
Yeah,
people
I
in
think
Lagos?
so. I think so. I won't be tribalistic here. I think so. They are accommodating. In fact, we have vast number of Yorubas here in Bauchi. There is literally nowhere you go to in Bauchi that you not see a Yoruba speaker.
Honestly, I never knew there would be other tribes in Bauchi State.
Uh-uh.
The first time I came to Bauchi State, I heard people speaking Yoruba,
Uh-uh. Even
Igbos.
in this my area here, you see people speaking Yoruba here and there. I'll be like,
Honestly,
uh-uh.
I
Ọmọ Yorùbá ti fẹ́ gba Bauchi tán o.
that's true.
Yeah.
So, would you say the cost of living in Lagos make people smarter and sharper compared to living in Bauchi?
This is a tricky question
The cost of
because,
living in Lagos
yeah, if
is
it is meant,
outrageous.
if the question is just limited to cost of living, it would have been easier. But the clause, wiser and smarter. I believe um, your earnings your inflows and outflow, if you know what you are doing, should shape how you reason. I think in Bauchi today, I don't think there will be any three-bedroom flat going for 2 million naira in Bauchi today. I don't think there is.
Two or three bedroom?
Three-bedroom flat going for 2 million naira. I don't think there is. I don't think. The maximum you can see is 1 million, 1.5. You get. But in Lagos, you see a three-bedroom flat going for 7 million, 10 million per annum.
On island or in mainland?
Even on the mainland, when you go to Ikeja, GRA, Ikeja is mainland.
Go to places like Magodo.
Sure, you understand? We see mad duplex and all of that. People always overrate island. No, we know island is, the Kois, the VI,
Yeah.
the VGC Lekki, and all of that. But still, I don't want to divert from your question. I think the cost of living in Bauchi is way cheaper, way cheaper. So in Bauchi compared to Kano, compared to Lagos. But I think once you are able to manage your resources well, I think it will make you, wiser and all of that. Because here in Bauchi, imagine you are earning 600, 700,000 per month. The next thing that will come to an average northerner, the next thing that will come to his head is to, multiply his wives. But in Lagos, that's 600, 700,000. It's actually a huge amount of money.
But then Lagos won't help you know that that's a huge amount of money
Yeah.
because of the cost of living.
Yeah, exactly. The cost of living too is not as if it is extremely high, but you cannot just compare it to Bauchi because when I came to Bauchi 2022, to be precise, I left Lagos. When I came to Bauchi, my intention was, okay, let me go to the market, buy some food stuff so that I can prepare something to eat. My intention was to buy sauce, pepper, tomato, onions, and all of that for maybe 2,000. That was the intention I had from home.
Yeah.
So when I got to the market and I was thinking, okay, I want to buy this, there is a lady that stood beside me and was saying, boss, you want to do birthday? I said, birthday as how?
Because that the amount of
So when I had to calm down and I saw what she bought, say, yeah, now like this one they do for her. So in nutshell, what I bought that day was less than 500, and trust
and it
me,
was okay for
it
you.
was very okay. Trust me,
Yeah,
in Lagos,
things were very cheap.
yeah, irrespective, in Lagos you buy almost the same thing for almost 1.5. I have to be honest with you, for almost 1.5. So I think the cost of living in Bauchi is way cheaper compared to Lagos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. All right, so moving on, you said you're from Lagos State.
My origin is
Yes,
Ilorin.
you're originated from Ilorin,
Yeah,
but
but
you lived your life in.
I was born and raised in Lagos.
So why did you come to Bauchi in the first place?
Yeah.
What brought you to Bauchi?
Okay, good. I served 2019, 2020 in Oyo State. Though I was posted to Bauchi for my NYSC. So after camping exercise, the local government they posted me to, due to this, I couldn't cope. So I had to apply for a relocation. So I relocated to Ibadan.
Which you actually camped in Bauchi?
Yeah, I camped at Wailo,
Wilo.
Ganjua local government. So what actually brought me to Bauchi was my PGD because I did HND. Yeah. So and as at the year I finished my PGD, my NYSC, I didn't have the intention to stay back at home because I love academics. I want to push further. I want to, So as at that time, most schools, because I prefer School of Technology, University of Technologies, FUTA, FUTO, FUTMINA, those are the standard University of Technologies I know in Nigeria, even ATBU. So, but unfortunately, 2020, 2021, 2020, 2021, most of these schools I mentioned, let me say all of them I mentioned, didn't, advertise for admission. Like they didn't reel out admissions form due to the COVID of the previous year. It's like they have outstanding students and they didn't want to. So the only school available for me to apply then was ATBU Bauchi. And since I don't want to stay back at home and all of
You
that,
have to just
I had to just put in for it. And Bauchi is not strange to me because I was already here a year earlier for my NYC campaign. So I had to just come back here for my PGD. And after my PGD in 2023, Alhamdulillah, I had a good grade and I was offered admission for my masters almost immediately. So that was why I stayed back in Bauchi for my masters also and all of that.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, in nutshell, academics brought me to Bauchi.
Okay, so would you say your time at so like you did the PGD and your masters at Abubakar Tafawa Balewa University?
Yeah, Bauchi.
Is it something you enjoy or do you regret it?
I've never regretted any of my steps, any of my decisions, because before I take any step, I put everything in the hands of God. And trust me, the best decision I've ever made, one of the best decisions I've ever made was coming down to Bauchi for my PGD and masters.
That's
That's one of the best decisions I've ever made
that sounds cool.
because the people I've been able to meet, my mentor, Dr. Musa Mohammed, Professor Sani Usman Konya, and some of my colleagues, good people from different parts of the country. I've made friends from Kaduna, from Kogi, from Kano, from Jos, Plateau, from Gombe. You get so. In fact, it's one of the best decisions I've ever made. Honestly,
That sounds cool.
yeah.
Thank you for that.
Mhm.
And the last question here is some argue that despite Lagos being richer,
Mhm.
Bauchi people lives happier. What do you think? I feel like there's
Happier
more
in
happiness. Is there more happiness in Bauchi to Lagos?
happier in what sense?
Happier, maybe peace of mind or
Yeah,
affordability of things. But like, let me hear, what do you think? Or if it's to your own context, you can answer this question in your own.
my own view,
Yeah.
the way I say it, ba.
Yeah.
Honestly, if it is left to me, I think that assertion is correct. That people live happier in Bauchi compared to Lagos because just imagine you're sleeping 4 a.m. You slept probably by 11
You're already waking up by 3.
and you're already waking up by 3 4 just to meet up with work. And after all the hustle bustle, you have your kids, you have your wife, you have various degrees of bills to pay. NEPA bill, what's it called? Electricity bill, water bill, waste bill, and all of that.
Other service charges.
All those charges. In fact, let me give you one mad story. When I came to Bauchi in 2022, I rented my apartment, a room self-contained. I rented it I paid total package. I paid 150.
A room self-contained.
Yeah, a room self-contained. Later, I got to realize that I was cheated.
For 150.
Yeah, for 150. It was actually 120, including the agency fee. But due to
You're new. You don't.
yeah, I'm new here, and again, I was not even around when I got the apartment. From this agent to this agent to this agent, all of them, they actually wanted to collect their agency fee and all of that. So it is understandable. So in that my previous apartment, I used, let's say, roughly 2 years there, and throughout my stay, I didn't pay for NEPA bill for once. In fact, it got to a time that I was asking the
And there was
caretaker,
lights.
and there was steady light, like steady. It got to a stage I was asking the caretaker that, how will they pay NEPA bill? I said, we know they pay. Oh. Say, we know how? Even though if it is 500. So I realized that even though they said we've paid it, it's in our house rent
house
and all of
rent,
that. But I still feel no. This is way more than enjoyment. So not until I moved to my new house, it's also a room self-contained, and I've been paying 2,000 naira for NEPA bill
monthly.
monthly, and along the line they increased it to 3,000 naira, which is still fucking fair.
Because the like the way
And exactly, compared with the way we do have the
light.
constant electricity compared to Lagos, omo, where you dey pay 3,000? Who dey pay 2,000? So I think the assertion about people staying here
are happier.
are happier, I think to some extent it is correct, but when it comes to job opportunities and all of that, I think Lagos is way ahead. So
Let's say who relax like where do they have more relaxations? When you want to enjoy your money,
no, come to
when you want
Bauchi,
to.
come to Bauchi.
I know I won't think that. I feel
No,
like
no, no. You,
Lagos
you
have
know why people always,
varieties
you
of
know why people always look at Lagos as varieties of places you can enjoy yourself. It depends on the kind of me. I'm a private person. I love enjoying my space. If I want to enjoy myself, there is the Yankari Game Reserve. We go there, spend 1 week, see the warm spring and all of that. So it depends on the kind of enjoyment or the kind of things people see as enjoyment
if
to
you
them.
if you if you take Yankari Game itself, I see that as a vacation spot. You can actually go to Landmark Resort in Lagos too.
Yeah.
Landmark Resort.
Okay. Are you telling me? Okay,
Yeah.
wait. Calm down. Calm down. Are you telling me that the amount you spend to have maximum fun at Yankari Game Reserve is it the same as the one you spend at Landmark Resort in Aba? We have various places you can go to in Bauchi here. We have Yankari Game Reserve. We have the Gubi Dam. We have the Tafa Balewa Tomb. Different places, though you can't compare the because you know Lagos will give
Lagos, you don't
you
have like three beaches that I
no
can actually mention on it. It's not enough.
Lagos will give you international standard, but
Yes.
like I said, I'm a private person. Like
You don't like crowd.
me, I want my privacy, so Bauchi will give me what I want. So
Okay.
but that doesn't change the fact that Lagos is way ahead in terms of we know how dirty December always looks like in
Dirty
Lagos, and you see meet varieties of the
festivity, concerts, and
God bless you concert and all of that. Who want to organize concert for you for Bauchi? Nobody will organize concert for you for Bauchi. So I think that's just it.
all right. Thank you so much.
You're
Thank you for your
welcome.
time.
You're welcome.
I appreciate.